Hey Virgo, how are you doing? This reading is for Virgo for the week of September the 29th to October the 5th. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Keep in mind this is a general read. Take what resonates and leave the rest behind. And if you'd like to book a private reading with me, you can do so in the description box below. Click on the link. It will take you to the website and you can check out the options there. Also, a shout out and a thank you for all the ways that you like, share, and subscribe. I couldn't do these readings without all your wonderful support, so thank you so much. I'm so truly grateful. What is going on for the fabulous and most magical Virgos? What do you need to know? What do you need to see for your highest good? Present time, the Page of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy was coming towards you. The Empress, Major Arcana 4, Taurus, Libra. What you are focused on is the 10 of Pentacles, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo energy. And your blocked and challenged position is the 7 of Cups, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy. And your outcome is the 10 of Cups, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy. Okay, Virgo. Let's clarify this and find out what is going on. Present time, you have the Page of Swords, and the Page of Swords is uncover or curiosity or some kind of great idea. And this could also be something about a business plan, like you have plan in action. But Page of Swords can also be somebody who is a gossiper or is a talker. So you might have a parrot in some kind of external environment. This person talks a lot. So they talk a big game, they talk a big story. Yeah, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, and get my bit, so their words and actions don't reflect on what they're actually doing. So this can also be something about hearing something through the grapevine. See how this Empress is kind of relaxed and leaning back? It's almost like hearing some kind of information from a younger air sign. So what is this Page of Swords? It also could be somebody who is triggered, nundies are in a knot, jealousy, envy, envious of what you have going on. That can also be you triggered by a situation or triggered by somebody having some kind of glow up. So what is this Page of Swords? Because it's a general reading, right? And the Ace of Cups, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy. And the Ace of Cups is unconditional love, peace, tranquility, and harmony. There is something about fertility and growth. This could also be some kind of great idea, something new, something fresh, and a new brew. It's almost like brewing something new. And the Empress is about receptive, like open and receptive to love, help, support. But it is also about glow, graciousness, fertility, expansion, or giving birth to something new. So what is this birth? And this could be birth of a business, birth of somebody new coming into your life. This person is curious, or you're curious about this person. What is this Empress? And the Chariot. Major Arcana 4, Cancer. This is somebody very determined and driven. It's also about stay on task and laser focus. It's keeping your eyes on your own paper. Something about keep your eyes on your own paper. There's something about paperwork. And the Chariot could also be something about travel, relocation, move. And 10 of Pentacles is your end all be all. It can also be legacy, luxury, inheritance, or something about relocation and move. And Chariot is a fast-moving energy or something growing quite quickly, whether it is some kind of brainstorming you're doing, and it's in a new area of brainstorming. Okay, so what is this 10 of Pentacles? 10 of Pentacles, Virgo energy, so definitely in your element. And the 4 of Cups, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy. And the 4 of Cups is emotionally detached from some kind of commitment or circumstance. It means the milk has expired, the milk has curdled, you've overgiven or overextended in some kind of circumstance. And, if you are bored or discontent or dissatisfied in any area of your life, that's your soul desiring growth. So this is your new growth, your new birth. And, you know, Four of Cups is also a person complaining a lot. So let's just say this is a work situation. This person is a negative Nancy, a Debbie Downer. So no matter what you do or no matter how much you help this person always is complaining because they're emotionally drained or empty. Something here is empty. So somebody is like, well, I need to entangle with Virgo so that I feel more full. So something about full service. See how this is like full and then drain. So in the blocked and challenged position is the Seven of Cups. Seven of Cups is high reactions in emotions. It is also about fantasizing, dreaming, and visualizing of a person, a circumstance, or a situation. But my Seven of Cups is like a vending machine. Not everything in the vending machine is good for you. So there is something about the fantasy of a situation, but the procrastination is so much higher. So when emotions are high, intellect is very low. But it is also about start small. Don't get ahead of yourself. Don't put the cart before the horse. So what is this Seven of Cups? Somebody also is in a place of like emotions are all over the place. So there's some kind of like imbalance in emotions, or somebody here is confused, might have their head buried in the sand. And the Seven of Cups, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy. And you know, when I get those two sevens together, sevens are to focus on you and your journey and where you are going and growing, and less on your external environment. It feels like noise, like static. And with that Seven of Cups paired with that other seven there, I get Temperance. So this is like hormones out of balance, somebody right out of whack, mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, doesn't know how to get grounded. Something about grounding and reactive. The Ten of Cups is your outcome. This is about financial recovery and returning to good health and healing and happiness. Something more rewarding, something more fulfilling. Ten of Cups is just like friendships, you know, people who you socialize with. What is this? So there could be something about your work life or something about your work or who you're working with. This person can't find a healthy them, like in energy. Like they can't sit still or something. I'm getting like ants in the pants. And then you have another seven there. So you have 3 sevens, 7, 7, 7. And the Eight of Pentacles. Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo energy. 8 of Pentacles and 10 of Pentacles is Virgo energy. So there's something about healthy commitments, healthy connections, friends, family, or you are working towards this. So maybe working on your skills, working on a goal. There's something about productivity. And this could be like something about your finances or just in general working on your own happiness. What is my happily ever after? And you're working on that. 8 of Pentacles is also material success on the horizon. Paying attention to the detail, putting in the quality. Something about the quality. That can also be putting in quality time with friends, or it could be a Pisces as well. Piscean energy, that's your opposite sign. So what is this new curiosity? Something new is brewing. What is this Page of Swords, Ace of Cups? And the 6 of Cups. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy. And you know, the 6 of Cups is fond memories, nostalgic thoughts of the past, reminiscing when times were good, when times were fun, when times were easy. But I'm also getting like soulmate, soul bond, or you are revisiting old plans that you had in the back of your mind. It's like, hey buddy, hey pal, this is your bud. And they could be younger, or something about reconnecting with your inner child. So when you're playing and letting loose and having fun, it almost feels like you're in a more relaxed energy and things flow easier. But somebody also wants to keep you in a place of all over the place. Like, see how I'm kind of like this? So it kind of makes you feel imbalanced. Somebody wants to throw off your like equilibrium to keep you from moving into developing something here. What is this Empress and Chariot? Something about travel plans. Somebody at a distance, or something about commitment at a distance, or disconnecting from this Empress energy. Could be a mother, disconnecting from a mother who you socialize with or were in a connection with. It could be a relationship. They're disappointed, or something has like expired. It means like you were overgiving, overextending, over accommodating. And no matter what you did for this person, and then see how it doesn't matter. They're still out of whack. Something here is still out of whack. What is this Empress and Chariot? Wow, and the Star. Major Arcana 4, Aquarius. There's something about the vulnerability is the bridge to a new connection. And with that Six of Cups as well, like children are innocent, but I'm also getting something about an information coming possibly from a child. And it could actually be your child. It's like a great idea that a child gives you. But I'm also getting like something about curiosity with playing or your inner child. So right here, making yourself happy. But that Star card is about hope, faith, renewal, or your guided light. Or somebody here is definitely in the spotlight. This person gets and receives a lot of attention, but there's something about the value. What is this? 10 of Pentacles and 4 of Cups. You know, that Empress could also be like a small business owner, like a CEO, but there's some kind of healing in this person, or the vulnerability of this person to step out, be in the spotlight. And that could be you too, Virgo. What is this? Yeah, in the 8 of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. I just heard trap like a rat. 8 of Swords is self-imposed prison, feeling stuck, tied, trapped, and limited in some kind of circumstance or situation. But the whole thing about the 4 of Cups, if you're bored or discontent or dissatisfied in some kind of commitment connection, there's something about I'm limited. But you're actually limitless. But somebody also is trying to like keep you in this 8 of Swords. So right here, it's a distraction. Somebody's trying to distract you from a new connection or a new commitment here. Or you feel stuck with a person who constantly complains. So no matter what you do for this person, it's almost like you have to accommodate them all the time. But see how it's like a person here, either you're curious about this situation. If one thing is possible for one person, it's possible for you too. And you can't say the wrong thing to the right person. So what is this 7 of Cups? Mixed feelings, mixed emotions, confusion, procrastination. This person also drags their feet or procrastinates a lot. And the Page of Cups, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy. And you know, the Page of Cups is a surprise, an apology, or shy. Something about being shy and sensitive. But you know, this can also be somebody who is a heavy love bomber. So this person comes in, apologizes for their wrongdoings, their shortcomings. But the Page of Cups is somebody who could be very gullible or naive. Or this person plays stupid. So they play stupid on purpose. Oh, really? Did I do that, Virgo? I didn't know I did that. Or there's something about a child. Man-child, woman-child. Or I'm just getting like love bomber. Like they pour it on hot and then they go away. What is this? 10 of Cups and 8 of Pentacles. This is also something about, yes, secret. Something about secret confusion. What is this 10 of Cups and 8 of Pentacles in your outcome? Wow, and the Knight of Pentacles. Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo energy. Knight of Pentacles is typical court card for you here, Virgo. You're focused on your money, your coins, and what you're building, and building happiness. That's your goal. You want happiness. And this is also about returning to good health and healing and financial recovery. And with this is slow and steady wins the race, slow progress. Very cautious about who you have in your circles as well, because the 10 of Cups is like things that uplift you or support you. It's a really supportive energy. 5 of Wands. 5 of Wands is drama, conflict, arguments, fighting, tension, or somebody here is competing for your time, your energy. It's also like stirring the shish pot. Someone here is a pot stirrer. But that Knight of Pentacles also just watch the all work and no play makes Johnny a dull boy. So if you're like having cabin fever or like pacing around your house, you need some kind of outlet, which is 6 of Cups. So it's almost like doing something fun or like frisky kitty, you know, being outside, or you do have some kind of like soul bond, soul mate, or a child. A child gives you a great idea. Or unconditional love. This could be Scorpio, possibly like a water sign, but the Page of Swords also, this person could have no filter on them. But something about think twice, cut once. So think twice, cut once. I'm just going to get another card because that can also be a situation where you're like being vulnerable and staying laser focused and on task towards like getting out of some kind of commitment that you feel stuck with this Empress as well. You know, the Star card or, you know, Aquarian energy can be about vulnerability, like the vulnerability of getting away. 5 of Wands, what's underneath the 5 of Wands? 10 of Cups. See here, there's something about competing for your happiness, or something about like fighting for happiness. See how there's something blown up in the background? So there's something about a bridge being burned. And then I'm also getting like the 3 people. Like, see how there's a bunch of 3s in some of these situations? So, and then you have the Empress, which is another 3. So it could be too many cooks in the kitchen here. But yeah, you're headed towards a nice direction, heading towards like working on your skills, working on your talent, and what makes you thrive, like what makes you happy. Child services. Kids at risk of being taken or about to, reporting something, neglect and abuse. So from the mouths, you know, babes speaking, listen to your child. What is your child saying? And so there is also somebody who is gullible or naive, but there's something about confusion or the reason why is like a relationship binds you to a child here that keeps you stuck in a relationship. creativity. Steals your ideas, copies your work, duplicates, feeds off you. So going back to what is feeding off you, what is stealing your shine, what is stealing your sparkle, but also like what energy or who, when you're around this person, do you feel empty or tanked, or do you feel alive when you're in or around this person? Find the people who you feel alive and thrive in, because that's what's going to make you go to this place of like a lot of happiness, or just feeling better about yourself, feeling better about your gains, feeling better about your goals. So somebody, you're in some kind of custody thing here. There also could be something about a child, like fighting over a child here. But this person also at the same time listens and possibly wants to, you know, ride your coattail. Yeah, I want a free ride. I want a free ride. No, not going to happen. Yeah, look at all these cards here, Virgo. Come on. Theft. So somebody here wants to thieve something that doesn't belong to them. It belongs to you. And it could also be something about, like, let's just say this is your pension. Well, this person complains about, well, I feel stuck in life, but they're not doing anything in their life to change their life because they're right out of whack. It's almost like they're completely off kilter, or a hormone, or I don't know what's going on. But it says theft, rob, loss, theft, physically and emotionally. So thieving, emotional drainage, and physically feeling or trying to drain you as a person so that you can't take a new avenue, even though you're curious about it. Love on the brain, dreaming, fantasizing, daydreaming, and nostalgia. So somebody here is like really in their feels again. Wanting to be in your life. Bad reputation. Can you also know this person could be like, has a bad reputation or something about like being around this person, you don't want to grow with it because they have a bad reputation, or trust. This situation is calling for you to have faith right there with the star. But you also have somebody who's like in the spotlight or has a lot of glow, is fertile and patient, like very abundant, very beautiful. True love. This is a romance of a lifetime. This can also be working with a friend of a friend or a family friend. I'm also getting something like a meeting. Like you're going to meet somebody through a friend of a friend or a family friend. Attraction. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. So being present, being in the present moment is where the magic lies. And let your friends help you. Ask for help and support from others. So there's something about friendships, especially with that Six of Cups. This person could be like lighthearted. They say things. It could also be banter, like bantering over coffee. Dog close up, pleasure with a close friend. Yes. This person you can trust. You can trust this friend. Not unsuccessful plan. Yeah, somebody is trying to like steal your shine or dull your shine, or wants a piece of what you have or created. This is not going to happen. Club. Someone will try to make you do something against your will. So boundaries. Empress has really healthy boundaries. And Pin, new job and career. So that's what you're going towards. That's where you're developing. But it's also making you thrive. It's making you happy. You might even like feel better about yourself, like your image, your body. You might feel like more confident in your skin. and cat. So cat, when I get cat, two-faced friend, I'm also getting like two-faced boss, two-faced lover, two-faced what? Two-faced mother, two-faced father, and someone trying to do something against your will. Like somebody's going to try something on you and it's not going to be successful. So stay on task and laser focus. Keep your eye on your own paper. A lot of sevens in the reading are to focus on your journey and your growth and where you're going, whether it pisses this person off or not, because at the end of the day, slow and steady wins the race. This is you getting over the finish line. It is also finish what you've started to get yourself out of this. Finger, warning you of a problem either now or in the near future. What do you need to nip in the bud? What is it that you need to nip in the bud? And then it says bird flying, news it's on its way. And it says finger, warning you of a problem either now or in the near future, and there's news coming. So some kind of news, this could be like somebody wanting to conversate with you and you're just kind of like, oh, I don't know. Should I listen to this person? They haven't changed. This person has not changed. Leave me a comment down below. Let me know how this resonates with you. Like, share, subscribe. And Virgo, if you want to book private reading with me, you can do so in the description box below. Click on the link. It will take you to the website and you can check out the options there. Take care, my friends. Bye-bye.